I've tried to live without mayonnaise. I really have. Let's face it, in terms of food, industrial mayonnaise is probably near the top of the list of items in a grocery store that combine all of the worst instincts of modern society into a single jar. Byproduct oils like soy, canola, and corn that are terrible for the human body and the planet are only possible because of the massive subsidies, petroleum, and market manipulation behind them, and consist of 100% genetically modified organisms. Eggs and milk that come from CAFOs, which stands for Confined Animal Feeding Operations for those who don't know, and if you look it up, be sure you're not eating and there are no children watching. There's nothing redeemable about industrial food supply mayonnaise, except the taste. There's nothing like a tomato sandwich at the height of tomato season when the bread is covered in mayonnaise and doused in salt and pepper. I've tried everything to get around this. Hummus, all flavors, applesauce, which incidentally does make a great addition to a ham sandwich in place of mayonnaise, olive oil, avocado. I've tried nothing on the sandwich, you name it. Nothing takes the place of mayonnaise. I've even made several attempts at homemade mayonnaise. In that case, I've got fresh eggs which were laid by chickens right outside the door that spent their entire lives outside scratching, eating bugs, grass, and weeds. And I can use oils that are not laced with GMOs and pesticides, oils that humans have been digesting for thousands of years and have begun to evolve to accept. Unlike industrial mayonnaise, everything is redeemable with homemade mayonnaise made with your own eggs. Everything except the taste. The problems I've discovered are the oil and the lack of patience. The trick is to use extra light virgin olive oil. Anything else has too strong of a flavor. All of the ingredients need to be at room temperature before you begin. If you have a backyard flock of chickens, you're likely not refrigerating your eggs. If you are, you should stop. Eggs don't need to be refrigerated until they are refrigerated. Once they're in there, then yes, you need to store them in the refrigerator. But you can store eggs, right from the chickens, for months at room temperature, particularly in a moderately cold basement, without risk. If you do refrigerate, just remove the egg you're about to use for the mayonnaise for 30 minutes before making the recipe. If you don't, it won't set properly. That 30 minutes doesn't take much patience. Just set the egg on the counter and go do something else. Where the patience comes in is the pour. You need 1 1/4 cups of oil for 1 egg. You start by mixing the egg into 1/4 cup. Then, slowly pour the remaining cup of oil into the processor as it's working. You cannot pour the oil too quickly. In fact, you want to add the oil slowly in the thinnest stream possible. The best advice I've seen on this subject is that it should take you about 3 minutes to pour that cup of oil into the food processor as it's processing. I think even that is too fast. For this video, I tested it. This is the 3-minute mark. As you can see, I still have some oil left. It took me about 4 minutes to pour the cup of oil, and the mayonnaise turns out perfectly at that speed.